Hi, everybody. I'm Sergey, co-founder of Sirius and chief product officer with Sirius. Today, I will tell you about us. So, traditional energy systems are powered by fossil fuels. Growing green economy is powered by metals. In fact, to reach world ambition to reach net zero, the world needs 6 times more metals. But there is a problem. Today, metal and mining supply chain accounts for 15% of global world emissions. So we cannot simply afford to multiply it by 6. That's why leading companies today are pressuring metals and mining supply chain to decarbonize and to improve their sustainability performance. Companies like Tesla, Apple, Meta, Google, and leading automotive producers, they push the companies really hard to improve. The problem is that those companies typically don't have enough resources, capability, or skills to address the challenge. According to study, 80% of sustainability leaders actually lack resources or understanding what to do to act. And what do they do instead of this? You must probably heard that they collect a lot of data, they measure their sustainability performance, produce beautiful reports, they send each other multiple ESG questionnaires, produce beautiful dashboards, failing to actually take any action. And we know it because we combined as a team, we worked for 20 years in metals and mining industry, and we saw it firsthand, leading sustainability and strategy in the big metal companies. So that's why we decided to build Sirius. With Sirius, we empower sustainability professionals in metals and mining supply chain to act. And they love us. With our software, they know specifically what to do to reach their sustainability objectives. Our software produces sustainability twin of a company. This sustainability twin makes it really easy to share and exchange the sustainability and ESG data with each other and to build roadmaps toward improvements. That's how it works. First, our AI algorithm extracts all the data, all the relevant data from already existing documents and systems from the company. It builds a sustainability twin. So any material like ESG report, certifications, or actually previously filled survey to previously asked to previous client will be used as a source of data. So we create this sustainability twin. Second, we have an internal database of all the regulations. And there are multiple of them in metals and mining. And we are constantly enriching it. So when the company uses Sirius to respond to a client's questionnaire, Sirius learns from it, understands from government regulations what's gap between company performance, the regulations, and what clients ask for, and build a tailored plan to improve with specific steps. And we are a relatively young startup. We started less than a year, and in this time we already got as customers and the users of our platform leading European companies, metals and mining companies, and mobility companies, and we help them and their suppliers to decarbonize and to improve sustainability performance. But that's for us just a start, because we envision Sirius as a go-to sustainability platform to plan, finance, and implement improvement in sustainability. And we have the team which has all the capability to do this. I myself, I spent 10 years in metals and mining companies, worked in Boston Consulting Group as consultant, launched metal traceability startup with Tesla. Our CEO, Anastasia, she actually former chief sustainability officer in a $10 billion metal company. Seva, he is our data guru, built one of top European supercomputers. We have nice advisors, including Techstars. Yeah, and we are on a mission to support the companies who are really key in transition of our energy system to the green one to make this transition sustainable. So right now we are closing our pre-seed round. If interested, let's talk and let's get serious.
Sergey, thank you for that. I think there are a lot of companies doing ECG data analytics across the board. It's great to see you really focus on one sector and bring expertise and background. So I understand you do assessments, some benchmarking, and some recommendations. How do you pool and generate the recommendations? And then do you have plans to help facilitate match with vendors, facilitate financing in the future? Kind of how are you planning to build the value and product?
First of all, we do not do really the assessment.
Okay.
What we do, we extract the data. We understand, the company, the current company's performance. So I wouldn't call it really assessment or kind of or ratings or whatever. We do the roadmaps and the improvement plans based on the gaps. So, for example, we know what the company does right now. We know the current state. We know the regulations, what they need to be if they, for example, want to continue working on European market. And then we have this gap. We have the database of actions to close this specific gap, and we produce a roadmap.
The database of actions comes from your research and
yes, yeah, right.
Fed in from your customers.
No,
There's a flywheel of.
To fill the database, first we need some manual work from our competence, and then the AI actually also help to do it, because we know what actions lead to what results, and so on.
Cool. And then kind of. If you can't feel comfortable, how much are you raising? What range? What will you do with it? What's the next value inflection point and milestone for the company?
I would say it's a little bit tricky point, but I would say that we are raising right now around 1 million, and we are targeting to finalize the platform with it, which we are right now already launched in production with the clients, but we need to build it to really stable conditions. That I would say is the main goal.
Okay, wonderful. And jump in if you have any questions. In terms of kind of scalability, I mean, how do you? I guess mining companies. I don't know how many of them there are. Maybe 50, 100, like medium and large.
Thousand.
A few thousand. Okay, so the market is a bit better than I expect. But annual contract values, how much do you foresee them getting in a year or two?
You mean monetary-wise, or?
Yes.
Well. To be honest, I wouldn't mention this one for now, but the market is big. It's first of all, the metals and mining companies, there are a few thousand of them, just I think around 8 just in Europe, and that's one. Secondly, the value chain of metals and mining is much wider. For example, it's not just metals and mining, then you get steel producers, then you get the refiners and so on and so forth. And for example, we work right now even with the automotive companies who source metal to produce the cars. So kind of the range of industries is quite wide.
Okay, yeah. Wonderful.
Can you maybe talk a little bit more about your business model? And I'm specifically interested in, the recurring nature of it, because I can imagine that once they have the roadmap and they know what they need to work on, they don't need your tool anymore.
That's a very good point. First one, our business model doesn't imply that we sell just roadmaps. So as I mentioned, we have companies to exchange the data with each other. That's what they're actually the biggest problem right now. And with this, we also support with the roadmaps. So the business model is a yearly subscription where you get the platform that supports this process, and you get both roadmaps, data exchange. And you actually also asked a question about financing. That's where the loop closes with the actions. Is once they know what they need to do, they need to go to bank and finance it and find the credit. And right now we are in talks with one, Spanish bank, but still, where we close, this motivation. The banks is looking to push their green portfolio, and through our system, they actually know what projects to do, and they can easily apply to the bank to get the finance.
Okay, so I think that's time. So Sergey of Sirius helping metal companies get serious about ECG and carbon reductions. Thank you.